Our topic for today is The White Horse of Alih by Mig Alvarez Enriquez. But first, let us have a short background about the author. Mig Alvarez Enriquez. His full name is Emigdio Alvarez Enriquez. He was a Filipino by birth. He started writing at the age of 20. He is a novelist, story writer, and a playwright. His famous works are Blood on the Moon, Kachul Kudarat, A Tale of Two Houses, Labaw ng Gun, and The White Horse of Alih. I have a simple question to everyone. What will you do if your parent or your loved one was killed by someone? You will call the police or you will kill the person who killed your parent or your loved one? This question is related to our story for today. The White Horse of Alih is a prose fiction, particularly a short story. It is composed of 11 pages in the Book of Philippine Literature. Now, let's proceed to the characters. First is Alih. He was the protagonist of the story. He was a Moro who plans for killing the people celebrating an American holiday. Next is Umar. He is the antagonist. He is Alih's older brother. He always dictates Alih on most aspects of his life. The third character is Imam, a priest who dissuaded the two brothers. The fourth character is Lucy, Alih's childhood crush. She lived in the reservation area where the Americans live. The last character is Fermina, a beautiful girl bar made with a mole near in her mouth. Alih likes her, but she doesn't feel the same thing. There are two dynamic characters here in the story, which are Alih and Umar, which means they undergo a permanent change in the plot of the story. There are three flat characters here, which are Imam, Fermina, and Lucy, which means they remain the same at the beginning and at the end of the plot of the story. The settings. The story happened on July 4th, the big American holiday, in a city or town with a parade of people. Let's proceed to the plot. Exposition. The story began in a town celebrating the 4th of July, the big American holiday. Alih was looking for his brother Omar. That day was intended for them to fulfill their plan. Their plan is to kill the people in the parade. Alih went out to the crowd and sat under the balete tree. As he sat, he remembered his past childhood and growing years. The rising action of this story is when Umar told him about how the American killed their father and about his belief where Allah will give you a chance to ride the white horse as many hours as the number of invited heads you could lay before Allah. Back to the reality. He stood up and continued searching for his brother. He then saw a float with a girl whom he thought was Fermina. As he about to help the woman out, his brother showed up drunk. Climax of this story is when
The conflict are man versus man because Ali versus Omar, man versus society because Ali and Omar versus non-Moro villagers, man versus himself because Ali and Omar versus their fear of killing people. The tone is hated or tragic because Omar hated people killed to his father. That's why he liked to revenge to that people. But sadly, his brother Iman killed him. And the style is narration. The symbol is white horse of Ali because it describes of morals when and how they will go to heaven. It symbolizes as their rewards for killing. And here the dialogue. Imam said, "It is wrong to kill." Omar said, "Everyone perished except our mother and me. But you should have seen how the government soldiers were killed." And Omar said, "They look like pigs on the pits that the Christians roast to eat in their fiestas. You were there too, Ali, but you did not see what happened because you were asleep in the body of our mother." The theme are revenge, shame, dishonor, and redemption. Choosing big decision or making a decision. Sacrifices. Love for the parents and to someone special, and don't put the law into your hand. Here the summary of the story of White Horse of Ali. The story happened on July 4th in a city with a parade of people. It was a happy day for everybody because they are celebrating the big American holiday. Among the crowd was Ali, a Moro who was then looking for his brother, Omar. That day was intended for them to fulfill their plan. Their plan is to kill these people. So Ali waited for his brother. He went out of the crowd and sat under the balay tree. While he was sitting and looking at the parade, he remembered his past, his childhood and his growing years, where he met the woman whom he wished and longed for, and he remembered his mission. That is to kill the people. But people can't notice them as morals because they were in disguise. When he saw a man riding a horse and controlling the crowd, he remembered how much he longed for a horse for himself. He recalled when his brother punished him because he spent his earning just to ride in a merry-go-round. He wanted to ride on a wooden horse because he saw the girl whom he liked most, and her name was Lucy. Lucy was the girl who lived in the reservation area where the Americans lived. Moros were not allowed to enter that vicinity, but because he needs to go to school, he crossed the river and reached the reservation area. There he saw the first girl he liked, though they were not given the chance to see and talk to each other since then. When he grew up, Omar told him about how the American soldier killed their father without any reason. Their father was known and respected in their village. With this, Omar taught him to be brave and be able to fight against these people because he believes that only by killing could they wash away their shame. He taught him words to live by and beliefs to be respected and attained. As he grew into a mature individual, he met another woman named Fermina. Fermina was a beautiful barmaid with a mole near her mouth. He likes her so much, but the woman doesn't like him because of his impertinent manner toward her. He was put to jail for 6 months because of what he did. Remembering all of this from his past, he thought of what Omar said about the promise of the prophet to those who are faithful to him. That is to have a white horse ride to heaven, and as many are as the number of infidel heads he could lay before Allah. But when he thought of what their imam said, that white horse as a reward for killing is an reference conjured by fanatics in their attempt to give reason to their behavior. The Prophet never taught them about that because he was man of peace. So back to reality. He continued searching for Omar into the crowd. Soon, he saw a float with a girl whom he thought of as Fermina. He went near the float and assisted the girl to go down to the ground. As he was about to hold her completely, Omar came, but to his surprise, he was drunk and tipsy. All along, he realized that Omar had been drinking tuba. He knew that Omar was afraid to kill. That is why he drank tuba first, before he goes to the town. Omar shouted and leaped to the street, and then he gets his fatal blade from his pants. The crowd screamed. Fear and panic seize everyone. Everyone is running and escaping from Omar. Even Fermina jumped into the ground and ran away, but she got stuck from a bamboo frame of the float because of her long flowing robe that hooked on the edge of the bamboo frame. She tried to set her free, but she saw Omar coming to her swinging his blade. Fermina screamed and screamed because of fear. The scream struck Alih because he saw that Fermina, the girl he was loved, is in danger, and get his blade from his leg immediately. And then he leaped to his brother Omar and hit its back by his sharp blade repeatedly. Omar died. The town spoke out about the strange tragedy for many days after, but nobody had known Alih, and nobody could figure out why he turned against his brother. What will you do if your parents or your loved one killed by someone? If you were in the story, will you do the same thing what Alih did?
The moral lesson of this story is not to revenge to other people on the bad things we had experienced. Otherwise, we should understand that things what God has planned to us. My reflection to this story is, in terms of losing a loved one or parent because of some people, we need to think twice not to revenge because God has a purpose and God has a plan. Food or sisterhood, being in the family wherein you are the youngest member, may have the common knowledge that you should always follow the rules of the oldest one, even though it's right or wrong. But the story conveyed us a different lesson. At first, Alih was just following the steps of his older brother Omar, but eventually, Alih saw some hope to change his decision and stop his brother from doing the killings even more. This just shows that everyone can have a dignity and courage to do what is right and not to be in their place forever. For it is better to have a voice of your own.
My reflection is, we need to respect others' religions and culture. Don't discriminate to others because of we're not the same belief. We're the same. We're the same human. We're the same people. We're the same faith. Discrimination on health is a big impact to get stress, depression, high blood pressure, and so the issue in the story are psychological effect of man's alienation from the society where he is. Racial discrimination, tradition, in religion, psychological impact of an individual's experiences, quarrel between religions, discrimination based on religion, so that we need to respect others' religions. This is because may upset the person from a different culture. They have a grown up believing in a certain set of values and ideas, just like their friends and family.